everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Traders. I'm your host, Colors Fade, and it's episode 5. And we're here in this place, Dark Cluster, to give you an idea where that is on the map. It's right there. We have a mission over here, and a mission over there, and you do the hokey pokey. People to level up. Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to show you something really cool here that's really useful in a couple different places in the game. You see these stars here? This is really neat. There's 4 different colors and then the gray. So if you want to, for instance, you can search your crew by a bunch of different ways, but you can't search, for instance, in very specific ways, like show me all the navigators or show me all my pilots. So if you wanted to, you could tag these people, and then you go up here and say, show me all my soldiers. And there they are. This is really useful for doing things like grouping people that maybe you want to look at together. I have in my more advanced games where I'm further into the game, I have a lot of extra people on my ship. Like I like to have at least one smuggler, one explorer, those kinds of things. And I just group them all together, and it allows me to look at them really easily. But this is what's really cool. Is over here on your contacts, you have the same thing. Now, your contacts you can filter by a whole bunch of different ways. You can filter them by who knows how to learn rumors, who has access to the black market, for instance. And so one of the things that I really like to know is who has recruitment rumors. Recruitment rumors tell you when the next recruiting class is going to launch on a planet, or when some event on the planet is causing the recruits to be better than average. Because if you're on the planet, let's go back to our system right here. If we land here and you go to recruit people, you can see they're all level 1 and there's a few level 3s. If you find recruitment rumors, if you pay for them from somebody who knows recruitment rumors, you can show up to that planet and they'll be much higher level than this, which is absolutely fantastic. And there will often be more classes than this. There'll be more jobs than this. So it's really useful to sit here and group people and say, okay, but you can't filter them by who knows recruitment rumors. So what I like to do is take the people who do know recruitment rumors and tag them, blue. And it's an extra useful way to filter things. Say, hey, show me all the people who know about recruitment rumors. Oh, there they are. And if there's a particular thing you're looking for, it's not enough for me that, for instance, you can look at. It's not enough for me that know that people can recruit here. Where is it? I'm still learning this whole thing. Okay, this will show you everybody who can recruit. So he has scavenger recruits. This person has assassin recruits. This person has bounty hunter recruits. In the course of a game, I'm really only interested in a few types of recruits. So I'll sit there and I'll tag them under that, under a certain color. And then whenever I'm like, I need, this person has merchant and pirate recruits. Hello. Those are going to be people I want to recruit later. They have some nice little smuggler recruits. Yep. And so it just ends up being really, really useful. I love that they added that into this game. He has engineer recruits. So soldier recruits and shock troopers and bodyguards I don't care about. I'm not going to recruit any of those. Explorer recruits, super useful. Really, really cool. So you can go through here and say, hey, he's got Xeno Hunter recruits and a doctor. So I would put him down because of the doctor or something. And another thing, combat armor, but I think you can filter on that. Yeah, show only the contacts who sell armor. So the stars give you a way to customize filters based on things that already aren't here on default, and there are a lot of default options. It's really awesome. It's really quite cool. At any rate, now we've got morale low on our crew, and I have to figure out what my current missions are. Oh yeah, so there's this deadline to drop somebody off here in the court, and the Crimson Summit is overdue, so we have to get to that. And we've got people who need spice. So we will pay for our spice haul. And the other thing is we're in a position where this is taking a bunch of days on a mission we're already overdue on. But I like to make sure that this goes away Pay crew wages there. It's gone. Okay. I can still do spice leave for one more person, but nobody's below 50 morale right now. So a whole bunch of people did level up, and I have to go through these and make these selections. So let's do that. Commander, oh yeah, he's just about a military officer, 5, so I'm going to grab that. And then you could just scroll. So jobs, what is this? This is my doctor / combat medic. Okay. I'm going to train him up to combat medic 5. I like to go back and look like from this view. Crew dog, so I can just be sure who they are. So with crew dogs, they have a couple of really useful talents here. One is failsafe protocols, purge the ship of any crippling ship effects. This can be really useful, especially early on in the fight, to keep you from getting in too much trouble, especially if you want to escape, because some negative ship effects can prevent you from or at least hinder your attempts to escape. So I like to have at least one person that has that, preferably 2. In a lot of these cases, that's what you're going to have. You're going to go for job duplication, talent duplication in these jobs. One thing I did want to mention is right here on your electricians, your E-techs, they have this one, buzzing wires, attempting to access the black market, remove risk card. It's not important to have this early because you probably won't need access to the black market early, but later on when you start to get Xeno artifacts, you want to go take them to a black market and sell them, and they're worth a whole ton of money. And there is another talent on another job, and I can't remember which one it is. I think it's a smuggler job. And the talent gives you a price markup on anything that you sell at the black market over 5,000. Well, if you go sell 25 Xeno artifacts or whatever they are at a black market, because 25 is typical cargo size for at least the ships that I run, you go sell 25 of those artifacts, it's over $100,000. So 100,000 credits, it's really nice. But here, where we're still early in the game, what we need is this stuff passing storms. We only have one crew member with storm shield. And then what else do they have that's really useful here? Okay, and this is one of the most useful ones in the game. Listening post. Upon landing in an urban zone, 10% plus electronic skill chance of learning about a new contact by snooping on local transmissions. This is just ridiculous. You will end up with so many contacts that you'll just be flying around and there'll be contacts everywhere. And I love it. I love it for having the skill. So I like to get this. But this in crew combat, this is a really important one. In fact, I kind of like to open with this. So I need somebody who has that. So for my E-techs, I want to make sure I have a couple of these options. Somebody have a couple of those ready. Then we got our gunners. Okay. Here's a really important one for having gunners. In ship combat, allows boarding an attempt at range 3 or below as gunners give heavy covering fire to assault shell. Normally you have to assault. You have to board at position number 1. Well, it can take you a while to get up there and you can be dead before you get there. A lot of times what happens to me in ship combat is within the first turn or 2, I'll know if I'm behind the 8 ball. And then you have to make a decision. Is your ship geared to get away, or is your ship geared to plow ahead and do boarding? If your ship is geared to plow ahead and do boarding, you can defeat an opponent with a tougher ship than you, because the ship if your away team is better than them, that's how you win. It'll take a lot of rounds of that. You'll have to board like 6, 7, 8 times unless you get lucky. But the cool thing about boarding is after you successfully board and defeat 4 opponents and go back, you can have these really cool abilities to do things like sabotage their weapons and stuff like that. So I prefer boarding to escape. If I think I'm up against an opponent that's too tough, then I'm gonna go ahead as fast as I can and try to board. That's the way I like to do it. So this ends up being a really useful skill, and I like to have a few of these, because then what you're doing is you're trying to move ahead, but you're also boarding at the same time. So at position number 3, you're boarding and you're moving, and then at position number 2, you're boarding and you're moving, and then at position number 1, you can just start doing normal boardings. So this helps you whittle down their away team while they're whittling down your armor and trying to kill you. All right. Morganas. So I want a couple of these. At least a couple ready. We got one mechanic on the team. We like him. You'll notice a lot of these talents have to do with salvaging around orbital. If you're going to do salvaging, go salvage. Because there are so many talents that deal with it, and just go and do it. I'm more of a bounty hunter type, and I've learned that you're spreading yourself too thin if you try to do like bounty hunting or trade or salvage. You kind of got to pick one of those three. In between there, you're going to need to do patrol, spying, and exploration. If you want to do the story stuff, you're going to have to do all of that. So you, between the three main things, I think, the way I see it is, you're going to be a bounty hunter, or you're going to be a salvager, or you're going to be a trader. Those are the three. Those are like A-level careers. And then B-level are the things everybody needs to know. You got to be able to do some exploration. You have to be able to do some spying. And most importantly, you have to be able to do some patrolling to manage your reputation. And it's possible to make pretty much everybody like you eventually if you dedicate some time to patrolling. I think the only people that I haven't got to like me in my other games are the Kadar, who are in opposition to Steel Song. And the story, kind of forces that. So, all right. So I'm not going to do any of this salvage stuff. You won't see me pick anything salvage through this game, with the exception of this. Orchestrated salvage. Salvage the wreck of a destroyed ship for valuable scrap and add 10% plus your repair skill to your profits and repair it equal to your own hull. This is just really nice. First of all, you get a little bit of repair on yourself. But when you destroy ships, you're going to get 30k every time you blow up a ship. So this is a really, really nice skill to have. Also, Thrown Wrench. This is an example of what happens after boarding. After successful boarding, sabotage sets off a chain reaction of damage and death, causing repair skill damage to one component, -2 reactor points, and plus 35 component damage per turn, plus 10 crew damage per turn for the next 4 turns. The -2 reactor points is super important. Your reactor points are really limited in space combat. And if you can subtract 2 reactor points from your enemy, it's likely going to affect them. It's going to stop them from firing one weapon. So this is, Monkey Wrench is awesome if you're going to do a lot of boarding. I don't know if we're going to do a lot of boarding yet, so I'm probably more likely to pick up something else. Let's see, what else is there? Repair ship weapons up to 10% plus repair skill. This one's super, super, super excellent. That keeps me from dying a lot. Okay, navigators. Navigators have a bunch of really useful stuff, but probably the most important one for the way that I'm going to play when I upgrade my ship is this one. It's called Perfect Approach. Faultless tracking of the enemy allows rapid closing. Buff the ship with +1 reactor points, and then plus 25 range change. This can be really, really helpful for helping you fire and move at the same time. It's not the one I was thinking of, though. We have 2 members with fast getaway, so that's good. Automatically passes a failed tactics test. That's good. 1 crew member knows how to reduce fuel. That's less important than any of these other ones. So, and this is a really nice one. Distant commission. When accepting a mission that requires more than 4 hyperwave jumps, increase payment by 3% bonus plus jump per jump. So let's say it's 5 jumps. You just increased it by 15%, which is really awesome. So I like to have that. I'm going to grab the second Perfect Approach, though. I usually need 2 of those. All right, pilots. Pilots are kind of the bread and butter, the way I like to play. We'll talk more about this later, but pilots are for if you're going to play in the first 3 slots against your enemy, the first 3 positions. If you're going to get up close and shoot close-in weapons and do boarding. Otherwise, if you want to stay back and bomb and escape, then what you really need is E-Techs and navigation. I prefer the close-in, punch them in the face thing. So, guided fire is good, but we have 2 people that knows that. Sharp steering, we have 1 person who knows that, and this will help you escape. It's still a good thing. But Twitch Surge, we have 3 members who know that. That's the most important thing for jutting up there. Okay, so what am I going to take here? Oh, this Devastating shot. Nobody has this. This is a good one to open up with early if you know you're going to beat your opponent. Like second turn, maybe third turn. They're going to try to get away. And this gives them a minus 15 range change for the next 4 turns. So that allows you to close the distance and really hammer them with your heavier weapons. And then they also get this. When spying, remove a risk card. We'll be taking a lot of those. Spying ends up being integral to the story in a lot of ways and integral to a lot of other missions, and it's pretty good. Evasive maneuvers, one person has that. And since nobody has this card, nobody has this. What do I have? I have 2 of those, 1 devastating shot. I'm going to grab that. And then for this pilot, I'm going to train them in the spy, remove a risk card. You just want to be able to remove the really ugly things that happen in the card game. And then again, our soldiers who probably aren't going to be here for very long. And this gentleman being position number 2 with the shotgun, and we want to get a good skill for him early. And there are a bunch here. So this is a front position, first 2 slots, a buff for him. I don't like to spend a lot of time buffing. What I'd rather do is there are a whole bunch usually of talents that allow you to shoot, and if you hit, then you buff yourself. Those are really great. But a lot of times it's also helpful to have a buff or 2, especially when they add initiative like this one. So I'm going to grab this. Like I said, these 2 soldiers probably aren't going to be with our ship much longer, and we'll be replacing them with other characters. This guy here, he's the backline guy. So he's taking talents that have him shooting from the very back. So you want to look at things like this, suppressing fire. Successful hit causes minus 25 to all accuracy for 2 turns and knocks the target's back. That's a decent one. What else has he got here? Full auto, hits 2 targets. I like this one. I like it when somebody's almost dead, but they're not quite. You kill them and you wound the person that's standing next to them. So, all right, onward. We've done all that stuff. We've killed a lot of time here at the start of this video. Where are we? I forgot. We're over here. We're at Dark Cluster. Okay, we want to get back around to Hyperion Loop here in a minute, but in a hot minute. And what's in our cargo hold? Ferrochromium alloy. Okay, we got to find an independent world to drop that off on. Let's look real quick. Who's here? System Atlas. Nobody that's independent. It's just wilderness. Is there an independent over here? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Nobody. What about Garrick Pillars? It's good to have all this stuff. Yeah, so Garrick Pillar does the Iron Tower complex. We want to stop there on the way back around. But for right now, we're going to go do this. This Brian's Belt. Yeah, that one. Brian's Belt. Meeting in the wilds. All right. It's overdue. And we have to look for a place to fuel up before we make that jump. Land. Fuel. Heal crew members because we failed a test over here. Off we go. But yeah, I get to about $1 million, then I like to upgrade, and then I like to get the next 3 million and get a new ship. Alright, here we go. What do we have here? We're at minus 20 with these people. Okay, we need to fix that. First of all, pay your crew. Alright, and we got some people we have to level up again. So I'm gonna run through. You do this a lot. You just do it a lot. Swordsman. Okay. These should be levels and not talents. Oh, he needs a talent. Okay, what is he? He's an E-Tech. Alright. We're gonna give him the listening post one. because 2 people have that one. E-Tex. Automatically pass black market card. When attempting to access the black market, remove a risk card. Yes. We're going to need a few of those. We just don't need them yet, but we got somebody with that one. Having 2 people with storm shielding would be good. More navigators. Alright, hold on. Fast getaway. Hyperwave jump. Let's do that. Let's get a couple of those. It's just like right now, let's just double up on everything that's important. Like this. There's only 1 storm navigator, so let's do 2 of those. So buffs launch friendly craft with 30 craft evasion and 15 shield. This is for if you're going to play a carrier ship and you're going to launch all these little carrier crafts. I haven't even thought about approaching that part of it yet, so I don't do that. I have what? How many perfect approaches? 2. I have no distant commissions. We probably better get one of those. The thing is, later on too, you're going to get these people are going to get such high level that even with better ships, you're not going to need as many of them. You can see our numbers right here. We're still below 200% on everything except gunnery. In fact, we could get rid of a gunner and add a ship ops. So that's probably what we should do. Or more electronics. Or you can get electronics and ship ops, I think, in the same job. So yeah, we need to look for that and change that right away. Be more effective with that. Anyway. So we go back up to orbit, we land here. I like to have my ship in shape before I start doing this. Crimson Summit, overdue. Xeno Combat, great. And I don't have any saving cards. Of course you wanted to do that to me. Of course you did. Well, I'm probably going to get our butts kicked. Alright. It's gonna be ugly. Oh man. Okay. These suck. They're not kidding about them being super hard. It's just a pain in the butt. Rifle Attack. Successful attack buffs yourself with ranged damage, so please do that. He can shoot at the person in the first spot. So let's try it. They're all basically the same except for they rolled random initiatives, so. Okay, honey. This is blade attack, buffs yourself, and gives you the ability to counterattack. So, kind of hope for that. Hope for the best there. Heals the entire team. We don't need that yet. We're going to. So just shoot. Oh, you missed. That sucks. They have this skill that allows them to push things around, and it just stinks. Raffle Attack with range damage and armor piercing removes all buffs from the target. Okay, well, try it. Alright, now you gotta heal this person. Because they're gonna get whacked again. Oh, man. This is another self buff. Successfully attacks, but it only hits somebody in the second row. So, how much does this cost? This costs the weapon cost. I'm at 9, so this is going to be my last move for this turn. So what do I want to do? I want to make sure this thing dies. So. Yeah. Oh, it's ugly. It's just ugly. Okay. This thing will die with a regular attack. There's really no reason to smoke bomb anything other than to cause the -2 initiative. And -2 melee defense for 2 turns. It's not useful for the stealth mode right now because I don't have any good stealth skills. It's a setup for the stealth skills. Yeah, and we're gonna die. Oh no. Our whole crew is just gonna get... So, thank God we're playing on the easiest difficulty, or one of the easier difficulties, because we're about to get mangled. That's why these cards are so important. Because if we would have had one card to save us, we could have got rid of that. But we didn't, so now we suck. This is awful. This is awful. I hate this. I hate this part. This is why you need an explorer on your team, on your crew, because they have saving cards for this. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. Bad position for that. Bad position for that. I've already buffed. Bad position for everything. All I can do is switch or just refocus. You can surrender, but I've never tried that option. I just let my team get beat. Yeah, Xenos are awful. It's horrible. Horrible experience. Absolutely awful. And then she misses. It's just... Keep trying to kill him, honey. There we go. Now we're done. Our combat crew is defeated. So, back to orbit. And there's no medical facilities there. Or anywhere in this system. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's what we're going to do then. Not there. Orbit. Can we patrol? We need 20 points of rep. Okay. Unexpected ship. Well. Oh, and then the reputation ones. They just go right away. Merchant ship, powerful and unexpected ship. Reroll a risk card. I don't need a powerful and unexpected ship experience right now. I need rep. Oh. And this is just what happens. It can just take a very long time to get. The positive cards that you get, the green ones, are so often not what you need. It's not helpful. Not helpful. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, there's no ships that we can land on here. What I'm worried about now is my crew and the ship getting so damaged that it can't fight if it runs into something. So that, look, there's two cards here that could give us some rep. We won't get either one of them. We'll get something else. Oh, hey. My pessimism paid off. There's a talent you can take that'll increase this reputation gain. Okay, so we're just going to bribe. Get out of there. Explorer ship, military ship, damage to the crew and components. We don't really have to fight. Bribe their independence. Marauding military ship. Let's just remove that risk card. See, we could have done that to the Xenofight and that would have been great, but didn't have any cards. We want this one, not gonna get it. Oh, we got it. It's a miracle. Okay, but now we have to fight a pirate. And their ship is gonna be a little difficult to beat here. Okay. So, what we want to do here is, what are our weapons? Oh gosh. Okay. We want to move up to the next slot for sure. Gonna go defensive first. Fire this, move that. The first salvo is always a pretty good indication of how this is going to go. So we want to sit here and fire from this and use all these weapons. So we're going to target lock him so I can't get away. Fire everything. It's a good sign that he's missing. That's helpful. So we've applied target lock. You can see everything that's happened to him over here. Target lock gives him minus 10% defense, minus 20 to escape, and plus 10 morale damage each turn. So now we want to hurt him further, like this. If any ship weapons hit, this cripples them, causes minus 15% accuracy, minus 10% to hit the craft, minus 10 standard damage is what they'll do to us. So I'm just going to start loading them up here. Make it even harder for him to hit me and do more damage to me, even though it's mostly missing, which is great. Now he's thinking, I'm going to close range and kill you with my crew. But that is not going to happen. Instead, what we'll do is hit him with this. This gives you plus 15 accuracy, plus 10 to hit craft if they have carrier craft. But it gives you a little increase, tiny sliver of an increase to get crits. No crits there. But then again, we go back to this other buff. This one gives us 25% accuracy. Not that we need it. We're hitting him pretty solid. There's a couple of ones that'll add to your damage. And we just don't have those talents yet. But he's going to go down. Now it's just a matter of can he escape. Yeah, these ones. And these require you to get closer, is the thing. But if we move closer, then we can't use this weapon. So, since he's of no threat to hit us, I'm not going to worry about it. Normally, the way I like to configure the ship after the upgrade, which we're close to because we have almost $1 million, is I like to configure it so that we're strongest at position 2. So we'll move all the way up to range 2. And then you're hitting him with the broadside and all those other talents, and it's crushing them. But for right now, this is working and it's safe. That'll do it. So now she's gone. We're going to salvage this ship. Unfortunately, it's a pirate, so we lose 1 faction with the Thulin. But we gain 4 reputation with the Maklumnue, which is good. Now we're at -1. Can we repair our ship? We can. We can land and repair our ship. Great. Pay the crew their wages. Heal the crew. Spice to get everybody's morale up. Actually, they're pretty good. So, we did that. Go back up here for our shock trooper and say, hey, back to being shock troopery. And what else do we have for you? This is a nice one for the shock trooper in position 2 to have because, as you saw, the Xenos will push you around a lot. So you need to be able to get yourself back in position. This one allows you to pin the target that you hit and cause stun, but also for 3 turns, which is nice, but it retreats 1 slot. So when I get pushed up to the front slot, I can get back in the slot too. I like that. All right, back to orbit. We're going to try this again. No Xenos, no Xenos. No whammies, stop. Oh, Xeno combat. Okay. 22% chance of the mission. Okay, we completed the mission, thankfully. Ooh, the Xeno combat was going to scare me. Here comes the Hunter War Party, Captain. There are a lot of them. Won't pay to try anything fancy here. Orion. It's a lovely day, alright? Always in the wilds, Captain. Let me introduce Badu Jack. You know him as a Hunter Warlord. To us, he's Commander Badu. Many welcomes, Star Trader. Due to the rest of this meeting, let's not waste any time bantering. Oops, I skipped all. I pressed that button by accident. Alright, so he's going to tell us about intel. About Val. It says, Valencia needs to hear this immediately. Indeed she does. You are the best messengers. You can come and go from the court. Tell Valencia, I swear on the soul of the collective, this is the truth. He tells you basically that it was her brother that did it, that blew up that space station. So we get rep with the Hunter Collective, and we lose 5 with Steel Song, but that's okay because we're already in good with them. We go back to orbit. I don't think there's anything we need, just a little fuel. We need 4 crew. Yeah, so what we need here is ship ops and electronics. Now, I would prefer Let's see. What has ship ops and electronics? The only thing that has ship ops and electronics is E-Techs, and they don't have it here. So we need to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, let's go back to our map and look at this. All right. So the Highwind case, admissible evidence now is way over here in Garrick Pillars. We need to navigate to there. Advocating amendments. Brockstrom, I tend to ignore her part of the quest. But now, we're at least a little better there. Actually, you know what? Hold on one sec. We're at -1 and I'd like to be at about 20. So what I'd like to do is just a little more patrolling if I have the cards to do it. And try to get everybody to around 20. Ideally, everybody over 40. Oh, I didn't need to bribe them, but smuggler rep, marauding ship. So I'm just going to get rid of that card. We get some rep and we face a smuggler. So smuggler we can bribe. Oh, but it's never mind. I need to learn to pay attention to the flags. If you see Kadar, just forget it. Our rep's already so bad with them that you're just wasting money in a bribe. So just retreat and take the one loss. All right, unexpected ship. Bounty hunter ship. Uh-oh, we got an unexpected ship. What is it? Submit to inspection. It's a bounty hunter. Or we can bribe them. And we can bribe them without any reputation tarnish from them. Unexpected ship. Damaged components. This is the one we want. So I want to take this card off so that I have a 25% chance of getting this card. Although it's not really a 25% chance. Oh my gosh, I keep complaining in this video and I'm finally getting all this stuff. I'm just going to start complaining all the time. Even when I'm playing by myself and nobody's watching. Okay, so that was great. So now we're up to +19. I still have a couple of cards here. But I don't really want to... I don't want to mess with that. I don't think. So let's go. Make sure we don't have any need for repairs. Captain, word is going around the starport that a judgment has been given in Valencia Fane's case. Confirmed it with the Dockmaster personally. The Kadar judge has ruled against the Fane family. Of course he did. Then Princess Etienne Cha has won. Must have learned about the progress in helping Valencia to unravel a conspiracy against her. So our work that we just did. The Arbiter was right. It's rigged. The judge is an ally of the Etienne Char and born to her faction. Of course he passes judgment on her foreign enemy. It is sure to cost her some political clout, but Etienne Char has the power to push the case forward in response to our actions. So that's what she did. By doing what we did, we caused this part of the story to progress, even though the mission in our mission log said that we still had 4 years left before there was going to be a decision. And I keep thinking I need to press this green button to make the conversation progress. You don't. I almost wish there were two buttons. A button over here and a button over here, even though you could still press the screen. It would just help me visually. This kills me. I keep doing it all the time. Was she willing to accept the compensation awarded by the court? She refused Prince Fane's offer of more than just compensation. Then it will come to a duel of assassins. Ooh. It is as they said, Etienne wanted this all along. If we wish to support the Fane family in their time of need, we should go to Callaghan's court. When a court grants a duel of assassins, a death court is formed. Each faction in the duel rushes, to take their grievances to the death court. Man, that sounded evil. Petitioning for capture and kill warrants. We Star Traders are the executioners of Retribution Justice. Star Traders who carry faction edicts will strike down targets on either side of the duel. Many lives will be lost. There's no doubt that Etienne Char will send assassins after Valencia. Our actions on Valencia's behalf have spurred the court's decision. There was no way we could avoid this. Now we must do what we can to help her. And so in doing what we can to help her, we need to upgrade our ship before we even do that. Because helping her is going to be costly. All right. We want to go do this mission over here in Garrick Pillars. So here's another system. Oh, that's Kadar. But these guys don't have services for us in medical. So what we would really like to do is fix that. There's a pirate. We have... What kind of faction? Site report, enemy ship, blah, blah, blah. You can see them, their engine speeds. So what I'm going to do is bribe them not to take a hit, and I want to go patrol here to fix my... We're at minus 16. So we need to patrol here. Powerful and unexpected ship. Ooh, no it's not. That's what I saved those cards for. Merchant ship. Okay, so again, they'll disparage our reputation. So you have to do a lot of bribing. Lots and lots of bribing. Unexpected ship, unexpected ship. Smuggler rep, and... Okay, so I'm going to... I save these remove risk cards for big ships and really dangerous things. I'd love to get that, but there it goes. It disappeared. So we get recover and refuel, which is nice. It didn't give us a lot, though. There's some more rep, and there's a powerful and unexpected ship. So now we have a 25% chance for that rep. Oh, there it goes. All right, bounty hunter ship. Some rep on the outsides here. The damage to components. I don't mind damage to components because we can just get it fixed. Now we can't get it fixed right here, unfortunately. Varied results. If you can patrol long enough, you can get some faction. And distressed ship had already been broken up, so crew loses morale over that. We couldn't rescue anybody. Powerful and unexpected ship. I'm gonna re-roll that one. So I'm running out of cards here to save myself. And you can watch this top bar up here to see how morale and wounded people are doing. And when you start to see wounded people show up, then it's we don't have a life-saving talent for this. Powerful and unexpected ship. So we're done. There's two dangerous things there. We come down here. No repairs. So we'll go back to the map. We got people that need levels. Senior bounty hunter. Senior bounty hunter. Okay, so Exo Scout, which has some nice stuff in bounty hunter. All right, train in bounty hunter and in your talents. So here, just like your gunners, is this blood game in ship combat. Always allows boarding attempt at range 1 to 3. You don't have to be in position 1. So again, I like to grab these, even though he could use a lot of other things with combat. This is the only non-combat thing I have my bounty hunter take, because it's just really useful if you got to rush up there and win with your away team. Sharp steering, I've really only ever used for escape, but you can use it. It's plus 15 for range change, which means either direction. So it will also help you move up. But most of the time I'm trying to shoot them and do damage. And then there's an E-Tech. We have a ton of re-roll cards for spying. They're not as useful as the cards that just the talents that let you just get rid of cards, but like this, accessing the black market, just remove a risk card. Yes, please. Those are great. All right, how far can we go down here? There's Steel Song Hub right there. Oh, what about these guys? What's our rep with them? Zoria. This okay. We have to go look. These folk are rep is minus 11. We also need to fix our rep with them. So we're gonna do a little rep manipulation here, but this is such an important part of the game. You just need to do this because I'm telling you, having positive rep with everybody except for the one faction who's opposing the storyline makes things so much easier. So I'm gonna land and first get fuel, and then we're gonna go up to orbit. Alright, start the patrol. We have 3 cards. Powerful and an unexpected ship. Bye-bye. So bounty hunter we can handle, because we can just say bribe. And I hope we get something that moves that needle. Powerful and unexpected ship. Let's re-roll that one this time. Oh, and there was faction. Oh, but we get a little bit of faction. We get faction and a smuggler. Oh, and they're independent, so we suffer no reputation loss. Again, I need to pay more attention to the flags. Bounty hunter ship. So now there's really no faction here to be had, which is sad. But you get a contract introduction, which is great. There's no faction here either, which is too bad. And wait, there's only harm. There's just harm. Again, no faction to be had here, which is always sad. I feel like there should always be at least one card every time, so you have a 20% chance of getting some faction every time. But that's how I would have programmed it, because it's depressing to look at a bunch of cards and not see any options for that. So here's one right here, and what I'm going to do is remove a risk card so we have a 25% chance to get it, and there it goes. And we still got penalty. Yeah, uh-huh. You thought you were being tricky. You thought you were improving your odds there. Nope. Learn a new rumor. Okay. No faction to be had there. So you can see why it's like, it just you got to dedicate some time to it. That's the sad part, because time keeps passing. You can check this to see we still got a year and 46 weeks, thank goodness. So Callous Justice, we got a year and 39 weeks on. So I always feel like when I have a chance to do this, I got to do it. All right, here's a little bit of rep. Great, and it's a smuggler, so we can just bribe them. More? There we go. Wow, that took 4 bribes. Okay. Powerful and unexpected. We only have 2 cards left, so we're just going to try and get as much faction as we can before we go. Fight. It's a pirate. Oh, no. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I don't want to fight these guys and take the rep hit, so we're going to go in here and do that and try to leave. This buffs you for rate change and escape. He's going to guided fire and shoot at us. He missed us. And then he hit us on the other 2, and we got out of there. So that's good. Because then we don't take a rep penalty from blowing them up. Alright. We got one more card left. And there's 2 reps on here. 2 rep cards. Yes! Score! We still have a card. We got more cards. All right, I'm at plus 22. I'm going to do a couple more of these just in case. When you see 2 cards on there, you kind of have to take a chance with that. This, okay. Risk 2. Just trying to reduce my odds because there's another card there. I see so many of those cards just disappear and go away. It feels like a miracle every time you actually get one. Again, here, it's really nice. There's 3 reps on here. And we got none of them. That just is so painful. There's a new contact one on here. So the chance for another contact is great. So there's a little bit more rep. That's nice. Okay. Great. I still have one more card. Let's just use it on this. There's rep there. Oh, this is great. So it turned out all right. Okay, 45 rep. We go down the planet. All the facilities are available for us now, which is great. Yes. I love it when a plan comes together. So now, back to this. Navigate me this way. And the next episode we can look at upgrading our ship. Okay, so this is Kadar, so it doesn't matter. They're going to hate us no matter what. But here is another system. How much time do we have left on this? 1 year. Okay, so this is going to be the episode of patrols. But this is what we have to do. So we're at minus 16 for these guys. Same kind of thing. On a patrol, death among the crew. I don't think so. No saving talent ready. Bye-bye. Oh, and there goes the rep one. House Thulium rep, unexpected ships. Well, there's 3 unexpected ships. I'd expect that to be what you get. You got a military ship. Stiff salute. Or you can submit to inspection, but we'll use our stiff salute instead. Oh, everything bad on this one. Varied results doesn't necessarily mean bad. Some good things can come from that. And so now we're down on fuel, which is bad. You don't want to be in that position in case you have to fight a ship. So We got a navigator who needs a more talent. While we are legally sanctioned to escort Advocate Hermione, we must be wary of betrayal. We can make it an official visit. Legally petitioning to bring Advocate Hermione to the palace is the safest route, but would be visible and a major insult to the Kedar. Well, we don't really care because they're going to hate us no matter what we do. We have seen Advocate safely delivered. If anything happens to him now, it'll be on their hands. He will not be well treated, but he will be kept safe. I do not envy the man. Only the forms keep the Advocate safe. Princess Char wants this done by the book, by the traditions, so that she may invoke the most deadly form of all, the Duel of Assassins, which she already has. So we lose 3 rep with the Kedar Syndicate. Who cares? We get 30k for our part in it. We get rep with Steel Song. Alright. Adam Driver gets a more command and some talents. So this is kind of really nice to have. Discerning Glance. When recruiting, new crew member gains improved attributes and you discover one of their hidden talents, hidden traits. The improved attributes are kind of nice if you're going to recruit somebody who would be fighting, but we have our away team set. But this is another really good one. When accepting a mission, increase your payment by 10% plus your negotiation skill. We took Diplomat, so we can poke points into that and get some pretty nice little cozy bonuses. But then there's this extra sweet guy further down, Power Play. When completing steps in a mission, increase faction reputation bonus by a charisma percentage by 30%. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a nice one. And then there's our Doctor. Working our way up the combat medic training talents. I like to have 2 doctors at least on my ship, especially when I get to bigger ships, so they can just make this save. Automatically passes a failed doctor test in any situation, including deep space travel or during a mission. This is nice. So a couple of doctors, that's what I'm always going for. Even though she's combat and doing a lot of combat saving stuff, that's kind of an important one to have. So she'll still fail because we don't have enough doctors to go around, but it's all right. So on our mission list, Callous Justice is one jump away. The legal courts have ruled. And Contact. So we're going to head back to the Prince. But we're going to upgrade our ship. That'll be the start of the next episode. Here we are in the Hyperion system. And Steel Song Prime. We're going to go down there to upgrade. Failed ship ops test. Alright, folks, on the next episode, we'll take this bucket of bolts. The garbage will do. And we'll fix it a little bit there. We'll fix it up. So I hope you all enjoy watching. I hope you've all been digging this. As always, if you appreciate it, give the video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a question or comment down below, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.